So I'm Yvonne Brannigan. I'm one of the physios at Taylor Physiotherapy, and I have another little video here that I can show you some more advanced techniques in using the ball in your abdomen and in your side. So this is a 15 centimeter ball, a little bit squishy, 10 centimeter ball, again a little bit squishy, and then we have the tennis ball and not squishy. So we're going to find the pokey part here of your pelvis. The ball is going to come in and then down just a little bit into the belly. Okay, so there it is. Get over here. So here it is on the bone. It comes into the middle and then it comes down, and then you roll on top of it. Okay. So in the previous video, I had us laying flat and bending our knee as we needed to make the contact with the ball more comfortable. So this is anticipating that you have gone beyond that and are ready to do more advanced ball work. Okay. So while we're here, again, you're going to relax your shoulders as much as you can, and you're going to relax your low back, your gluteals, and your legs, allowing the ball just to sink into your tummy. Okay. So this will take a course of several minutes, so I'm actually going to run through some of these techniques a little bit more quickly. And so if you're following along the video, what you might want to do is stop the video and stay in the position for a wee while and then resume the video as needed. Okay? So once you feel like the ball has sunk in pretty good, you can work on some extra lengthening. So for instance, if I think about my toes on my left leg, and I think about there being some tissue paper held up behind them, I want to just think about lengthening my leg and pushing into the tissue paper so that I'm going to actually feel a little bit more of a stretch into my psoas muscle. Okay? And then you would relax that. And then if you wanted to increase the amount of pressure on the ball, you could, instead of being on your forearms, you could go up on your arms like so. Now that may increase it for some people, but it may decrease it for others. For me, that takes a little bit of the pressure away. So if I just come back down to my forearms, it feels like I'm engaging it a bit more. And then of course you can always come back down and lay on it like this. I feel, for where I have it right now, this is a good position for me. So another thing you can do to exaggerate the pressure on the ball is you're going to bend your knee. So for instance, I have the ball on the left hand side of my body, so I'm bending my left knee. And so by bending my knee and then straightening the knee, I'm getting some nice stretch, further stretch into the psoas, and I'm actually feeling a stretch in my quad too, the front of my thigh. And then the way we can add even another stretch to it, so on the uninvolved side, so say I had the ball on my right side, so I'm doing this switching so you can see what I'm doing. You would then move so the ball's on my right side, I would move my left leg out a little bit, and I'm going to take another ball, tennis ball or something else, and we're going to put it in the adductor area and just hang out on that for a little more excitement. A few more releases, that'll be helpful. And you would just stay there and wait for both spots to have some nice softening and nice releases, keeping yourself as relaxed as possible. And again, you could lay down flat, you could press up, but I'm just going to stay right here. Okay, so then the next thing you could do is go to laying on your back. And let's see if I can turn. Okay, yeah, that's good. So you're on your back, knees are bent, and you can do this two ways. You can have your feet on the floor, or you can have your feet up in the air like this, but maybe laying calves on an ottoman or something. Either way, you can use the ball and put it underneath your sacrum. Now, position-wise, that means it needs to be just above your butt crack. And then you just stay here and you relax. So what this is going to do is decompress your sacrum by pushing up into it. It will also help you loosen up your low back or lower back. And then you would stay here for several minutes as well. Oh, that feels good. Okay, the last thing we'll do is you're going to be laying on your side, and you're going to take the ball, and what you want to do is you want to place it in between your pelvis and your low ribs, your floating ribs. So you may need something a bit smaller, depending how much room you have. So this is going to go right in here, and then I'm going to go down on my elbow, not quite so much on the side, but more like a 45-degree angle between your back and your side. So you are getting in to the, I guess you could say, the lumbar fascia that wraps around both sides of your body. So obviously connecting to your abdomen. And yeah, that's pretty nippy. So again, you want to stay here and relax as much as you can and wait for that to soften. If it's a bit much, you can come up on your elbow and wait for that to become more comfortable, and then work your way down. And then once you've been here a wee while and you feel like you have sunk into the ball pretty good, you can think about moving your pelvis back and forth. So you could do an anterior tilt forward, you do a posterior tilt backwards, like so. And you can feel that the muscles being pinned by the ball and getting a nice stretch with that too. So that's just a few extra techniques you can use hanging out on the floor with your ball, and get some nice releases in your abdomen and low back. There you go.